Good morning, beautiful people. We are out here at the Jackson household, Jackson apartment. You got Mr. Konecki just getting up. Look at him, all 25 plus pounds of half-breed Mancoon. He needs a brush. I gotta give him a new brush. But anyway, back to me. First, I want to say shout out to all you guys who have been supporting me. We got another 100 stream song, Lost Conversations. Again, it's another song that I thought would have gotten this milestone a little sooner, but it gets there when it gets there. So I'm excited about that, happy about that, proud of that. And I know that doesn't happen without you guys supporting me, without you guys playing the music, without you guys just supporting the brand. Even if it's just me hopping on live every day, which I do. I hop on live every day on TikTok, and I'm live every day on TikTok. I'm live every other day for the most part on YouTube, almost every day on YouTube as well. But sometimes I be wearing myself out with the lives and everything. But so shout out to all you guys for that. I also wanted to talk about there's a song I'm working on right now that I'm really liking. I'm enjoying the process of making it. Contrary to what some of y'all think, well, no, I can't say that. But I'm always working on music. I'm always working on a new song, a new concept. When it comes to like projects, I'm working on concepts all the time. So yeah, I'm just working. I'm working. And I'm excited about that one when I can get that one recorded and you guys can see that one and check that one out, which would be dope. And also, I wanted to talk about a time where an influencer actually reached out to me. He reached out to, I'm gonna say his name and nothing like that, but he's pretty popular. He reached out to me and pretty much was like, yo, gang, if you want me to look out for you, I'm gonna reach out to my team. We'll come up with a number and whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So he pretty much ended up saying that it will be like, I think 500 from the post me on every platform that he's on. And I'm like, that's cool and everything, but here's the problem with that. And this is why I recommend that none of you guys do this. It's because you don't know what kind of traction you're gonna get from that. Now, sometimes the brands align very well, and so you'll get a good bit of traction, or sometimes the creator themselves, the influencer themselves, sometimes they're just so massive that you will get a lot from that, like just period, like just basic, like you'll get a lot from it. So you kind of got to gauge it. But if I'm gonna spend $500 in marketing, I'd rather just put that towards ads, because I know that the ads are designed to put me in front of people who like the thing that I do. Whereas though, if I just get a popular creator to repost me or post me, if I'm paying him for that favor, then I don't know where that lands me. I don't know what that gets. And the only job that he or she has is to post me on TikTok or Instagram or wherever they are. That's their only job. They can't guarantee me anything. And so you gotta be careful with that. A lot of us try to like find shortcuts. And unfortunately, there's no shortcut to people loving your brand and loving your music and loving what you do. There's no shortcut to that. And if there was a shortcut, some people have taken that shortcut and it never really works well for them in the long run. So it's not something I recommend. I strongly recommend you put that work in and you do that hustle part of it, right? Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. And I say that to say this. Nipsey did something that I really respect, right? He did something I really respect. And that is that he organically, in my opinion, developed a fan base of people who love him and then leveraged that fan base to get a partnership with Atlantic Records. And then utilized that. He utilized his own fan base, the resources provided by Atlantic Records, to put on a massive campaign, which led to one of the best albums of that year of 2018 coming out. So that's kind of the route that I see myself on right now, is that day by day I'm developing a new person that finds me interesting, appealing physically or appealing through my vocals, whatever that is, or a combination of both, whatever that might be, and then that they go stream a song, they go check out a song, they go check out a clip. Whether it's just me talking about my opinion on something or it's an actual song of me rapping or whatever the case is. So I see that route being fruitful, right? It's a long route though. It's not you ain't gonna be rich tomorrow because of this route. It's gonna take time. You gotta cultivate it. You gotta be willing to ride the wave and the storm. You gotta be willing to go through that. And I think that's where a lot of artists fall short. They don't wanna ride that wave. And I understand it. It's hard to do, especially when you see all these artists who might be less of an artist than you. Like, you might be a better rapper than them, You might be an objectively better songwriter than them. You might have better bars, better charisma, whatever. But they figured out what works for them in their market, and they're able to put themselves out there in the best light. You got to figure that out for yourself, and that's the thing I remind myself of all the time. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This might sound cocky. Call me what you want to call me. I don't think a lot of rappers are fucking with me. I don't. I just don't think a lot of them can rap with me. I just don't think they do what I do as well as I do it. I just don't have the strategies in place to put me in front of the right people. But I think if you hit me up with a lot of artists, I get their ass out of here. And I genuinely believe that if you hit me up with a lot of your favorite rappers, I'm lighting their ass up. But you have to have that belief in yourself. But I'm humble enough in that to know I can get better, to know I can be more patient, right? And what I mean by patient is I can be more patient in the development of my brand. I can also be more patient in when it comes to punchlines. Like that's a kind of a hip hop nuance or intricacy, right? Where I say being patient in my rap is that sometimes I have a punchline in mind that's really fucking good. I'm talking objectively a strong punchline, and I'll be so much in a rush to get that punchline out there that I won't properly build up to it. See, one of the best things about rap music is that you can, or any kind of music, you can build up to a moment to make that moment just a little bit better, right? And if you build up the right way, that can be a really great moment. You see great examples of this in battle rap, right? K-Shine did something like this actually against Verb. I forgot the actual line against Verb. I forgot. It was a line about I think it was like a line about Mexicans or something like that, right? And shout out to K-Shine for that. It was dope. But I've seen plenty of battle rappers do it. You see it more in battle rap where they'll build up to the punch. And some guys are so skilled and gifted, like a Daylight, like a Verb, like a Lux. Like these guys will have punches before the punch, right? So it's a punch, it's a punch, it's a punch, it's a punch, and it's boom. And then in hip hop, like in the actual industry, in the actual rap game, you'll see a lot of guys do it. You see some of the more skilled guys do it where they can build up to that climax, that boom, oh damn, that was great. And I found myself at times rushing for that, like just trying to get there so fast that when I get there, I didn't properly execute it, and then it doesn't hit the way it was supposed to. It still hits, but it doesn't hit the way it was supposed to. Be more patient in how I deliver a line, listening to it back like, okay, did I say that how I wanted to say it? An example of that is that I was in a cypher with my brother DJ threw a cypher. He's called the Millersville Freshman Cypher. One of my favorite moments in time. And the cypher was supposed to happen at a certain time. It didn't happen. Got pushed back. So what I should have done is I should have properly went back in and redid the verse, look at the verse, really critique the verse, get the verse even better. But I had a really big line in that verse, and in the cypher, it hit in the room, right? But it didn't hit on camera. Like it didn't translate well on camera. And it was all because of how I delivered it. So as an artist, as an artist who loves the art form, you gotta really master those moments, because those are the moments that turn you from good to great to phenomenal. Those are those moments. The particular line was, and I quote, "I'm grown." I think I said, "I'm grown. You can have all the swag and all the drip talk. I motivate the paraplegics. You'll see a crip walk." And the whole purpose of that line was obviously crip walk, like the dance, right? Double line, crip walk, the dance, and then someone's a cripple, paraplegic, they can't walk, they're a cripple. It was just a double entendre. Great, good line, really good line. But on camera, I didn't enunciate it well enough, so it don't hit the same way. It didn't hit the same way at all. So there's moments like that where I'm working on that, being patient in my punches, being patient in how I set it up, being patient in my concepts. I think far too many people rush that because they just want to get it out there. They want people to, oh, you heard that? And it's like, that's great and all, but you gotta be patient in that. Just like you gotta be patient in this journey, because you're not going to blow up overnight. Most of us will not have, shout out to T Grizzly moment, where he drops one record and he's through the roof. Ice Spice dropped a few records, she was through the roof. Most of us aren't gonna get that. Most of us will have to develop and cultivate a catalog of maybe anywhere from 40 to 80 songs before we actually start to build consistent traction. And that's okay, but because that allows us as artists, as creators, to find our actual voice. Because there's not a whole lot of artist development now from labels. If you're going to take the label route, not a whole lot of artist development. And so you develop on your own. by figuring it out, and you develop through listening to your audience, because your audience is going to tell you what they like from you. And so if you notice, you look at my music, it's not that I've changed my music up, is that you see me focusing more on a particular sound, because I've noticed that people tend to like this sound. There are people who like the trap beats, people who like who like certain kind of beats, but there's a particular style that people really like from me, and I'm starting to lean more into it because I know that's what they want to hear. And I also really, really, really enjoy doing that. So, excuse me, you do all of that while also innovating other things and other sounds. It's a delicate dance, and you gotta be willing to dance. Get your dancing shoes ready and be willing to dance. I'm just at a point now where I really wanted to work. I don't want to miss no, I really want this to work. I've been working hard. I get up every morning at about 3 o'clock. No matter what time I went to bed, I get up every morning about 3:45, because I'm just so hungry and I'm just so driven, and I want it so bad, and I'm tired of like struggling, right, in certain ways. Like I want to be able to say my artistry, my content pays for these things, and it's helped me develop more things. And so I'm just working hard, y'all. And so like I said, shout out to everyone who showed me some love. Shout out to everyone who's been there as a supporter. Shout out to everybody, because whether you love my music, hate my music, whatever, or just want to troll me, you're giving me engagement. So I'm grateful for that. So I'm just here to work, y'all, and I'm just super humbled and honored that some of you guys literally get up in the morning and play my music when you need some motivation, or play my music when you're feeling sad, or play my music when you want to feel grateful. You just want to hear some great lyrics. I'm truly honored by that, because there's so many other acts out there much bigger than me, much more aware of their fan base and their marketing than I ever have been, and you guys chose to rock with me, so I appreciate that. Jack out, another vlog down, another milestone. 100 streams to Lost Conversations. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. The link will be in the description. I'm out.